These games always start out in a small window, and they always feel a little crazy when they start up. They always sort of like slowly push into what it should be as a full window, but then it's like for the first couple seconds you're worried if it's going to crash. This is Tower Wizard. I'm curious to see what this is. Greetings, Wizard. I am the Orb. Do you have some magic to spare? Do you have music to spare? Where's all the sound? Yeah, sure, okay, perhaps. Oh, click and hold me to give me magic, and ensure I can make something useful. Sure. Oh, that's me. I'm the wizard. There's no music. Do you have to unlock music? How come there's no idle music game? Do you guys know a game called Singing Monsters? My Singing Monsters? My wife loves that game. My theory is that you could make an idle music game where you just buy a bunch of instruments and you just set up like various different constructions. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm onto something. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's my Emacs? Wait a minute. I'm onto something. Idle music game where okay, wait a minute. Idle music game. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Stroke. Okay, put this under Stroke College. No, put this above Stroke College. I want it to be like here under ASMR Dungeon. Idle music game. Okay? You buy instruments. You set up sheet music for them. You then get them to idly play the music with various constructions or like various effects, like e.g. delay or timings, etc. And you just keep on collecting instruments. The setting is you're the conductor of an orchestra that is trying to put on a show over time. And you initially start, like all idle games, like all idle games, with manual active control, whereby you click on the instruments to play and obtain currency in the form of musical notes that you spend to buy instruments that will then automatically play for you. Am I a genius? Most importantly, sorry, this is very important. This is just one of them fancy DAWs or whatever they're called with the virtual instruments. So just find an open source version of that and stick it in there in order to do the music functionality. Am I a genius or am I a genius? Like, dude, imagine that's actually I'm a genius. Like, I'm too good for this world. I'm too good for this world. We have to go back to the wilds and be with my wizard. Oh! There's the music. Without the music, it didn't sound very satisfying, but those sounds sounded very good. Very interesting music. How do you like this new tower? It's very interesting. Keep feeding me with magic and I'll make the tower bigger. I don't know if I should trust you. So, two more things. So move around, click, see everything. Okay. You can zoom in and out by scrolling. Okay, thank you. This is my land? This is all of my land. Well. Chat, should we trust the orb? Wizard magic. Increases magic gain by pressing the orb by 25. Summon spirit? Wait. Summon spirits can be used to summon other beings. Oh shoot. What's a spirit? Oh no. Okay, maybe we shouldn't start out maybe we shouldn't start maybe we shouldn't start my idle game with a manual clicking segment. Because yes. Yes. Yeah, whatever you're saying, yes, just breathe. Because I think every idle game does this, and Cookie Clicker does this too. I get that it's a genre trope, but it's boring to have to manually click at the beginning of every single game. I have a spirit. I can summon a cloudling. Summon a cloudling that creates magic. Press and hold the orb to speed up by 35%. You're clear, okay? That's it? Cloudling boost. What? Requires 20 brain cells. What does that mean? How do we get brain cells? Where does one get a brain cell? So spirits, I can buy more cloudlings. Oh wait, this is kind of cool actually. Oh shit, I might be addicted. I was gonna say the clicking is kind of annoying because you have to do it very slowly and it takes time to ramp up. Like the first initial bit of any idle game is slow, but this immediately gets over the hump very quickly, and you start to make a lot of interesting things right off the like that. Ascend tower. Oh, I'm ascending. Oh, the tower now has a study. You'll need some spirits to get it going. Sure. Summon Spirit Tome. Summons a Spirit Tome that creates knowledge. Okay, so it's not brain power, it's knowledge. Okay. Press and hold the study room to speed them up by 35%. What? Text enchantment. Increases knowledge gain by 50%. So I can speed this up by clicking this. Yeah, let's just study. Why not study? Why would you... This is maxed. Hide maxed. No, I like to see my... my accomplishments. Summon Spirit Tome. Oh, well, I see. So the Spirit Tome is also a spirit. So I need spirit to get Spirit Tomes. And spirits you need to get the magic for by pushing it into here. But then you use the Spirit Tomes to get knowledge to then give you other things. And it's in the shape of a book. That's actually kind of a cool... That's a very cool design element. Oh, nice! 70% more. Nice. Okay, more spirits. Wait, chat, this might be the best game ever. I'm actually having fun. I really like idle games like this, because even though it seems like the same thing, I think it's not just the aesthetics, it's the ways that you sort of think about how to manage your resources that is interesting to me. Because you can choose which one to focus on. Do you focus on knowledge? Do you focus on like power? Do you focus on, you know, building up your tower? Do you focus on progression? It's the one thing that Cookie Clicker had that a lot of games seem to fail to remember to keep. Cookie Clicker had a lot of that, where you had to think about, okay, which way you wanted to progress. And there's so many different pathways that you could have gone, whereas a lot of idle games, they sort of like forego all of that aspect, and they say, this is now just a game where you sit around and you wait for things to happen. Rock Simulator is probably the biggest one of that. It is like the biggest example of that, where you're just sitting there, and I don't like to say this about other games while I'm playing a game, but like, a lot of idle games can feel like that, where they just focus on the idyllic nature of it, but not actually the strategical and like macro elements of thinking that these games could promote. Because when you're less bogged down by the micro details, you can think about the macro details, or like the macro, I don't know, I'm trying to say something good here. Library spirits. Creates 5 spirits from the study. What? So my knowledge can make spirits. I can ascend. We're already going up really fast. Wow, this is good. Save. You've unlocked forestry. You'll be able to harvest wood and craft totems. What? Druids maintain the forest and harvest wood? Yeah, okay. What's a druid? Oh, it's a dude! Oh, they're giving me wood. Oh, there's different resources. Wow, he's so, a bigger forest. Okay. Craft totem. Totems carved can be carved in different types of places on totem pole for various bonuses. What? I have a totem pole. Okay, we'll boost them. We'll get some spirits. What's a totem pole? Buy some more druids. I want to see what a totem pole is. But also, do these things have feelings? Am I using these things for some, like, is this should I not be worried about the spirits that are being spawned here by some magical orb? Because as far as I know, I'm the wizard, right? But the orb is taking my power to like make these things. It's enticing me to. Oh, totem. Each totem increases the magic gain by 100%. Knowledge totem gives me this. Wood totem gives me that. Also creates 4 spirits. Wow. Carve your first totem. I'm gonna get even more totems. I think totems is the way to go. Although now I'm starting to get a little bit overwhelmed, because now what I'm seeing is that this game, this is okay. Now I'm a little stressed. I don't know if you can tell from my voice, but I'm a little bit stressed. Every single idle game has this problem for me, where there's so many things that you can do that eventually you have too many things that you need to do that eventually your brain kind of short circuits and says, I don't want to do any of them. But I think we need more forest totems. Because we need more trees to get more totems. I feel like everything that I'm doing is for its own purpose. Is there a way for me to combine everything that I need into one thing? Because it's like, on the one hand, I'm making magic. On the other, I'm making knowledge. And on the other, I'm making this. But I'm not really putting points into something that can like boost everything together, or like boost the like cross sections. I'm just boosting itself. Hi, how are you? Hello, mod. How are you today? Did you get a cream cube today? Don't take that the wrong way. She's been showing me her food lately. She's been getting some really cool food. And how is your day going? You're good, thank you. Is this because of what I said last night? Are you doing this because this is what I said last night and you? And you? Okay. Well, okay, sorry. Okay, so last night, I asked her, I was like, hey, can you, so we have like a large friend group channel. And I was like, hey, can you go in there and you help me with my experiment? And the experiment that I'm doing with my friends is this. Every day, I post a message in the friend group asking everyone how they're doing. Not as a personal thing, but as like a group chat thing. And I was like, can you help me do this? And she was like, I'll do it after one day and then I'll stop. And then she said, good night, bye. I think she's doing this to spite me because... Or she's doing this as a representation of the Gen Z stare, because it's like, she asked me how I am. I said, I'm good, how are you? And then she says, I'm good, thank you. And then she asks, and you? And I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like she's gaslighting me. What did I do? What did I do wrong? Please tell me so I know to be better, please. I'm begging you. Why is everyone just staring at me, please? I'm freaking out here, guys. I don't feel so good. I don't know how to decipher her message. There's a hidden meaning behind it. She's trying to say something. She's making fun of me. Look, she's doing it again. Look, hi, how are you? She's making fun of me, guys. Chat, I need help. She's making fun of me. Look, I just wanted to know how people were doing. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that everyone felt loved. I just wanted to make sure that everyone felt like they were being heard. Okay, is that so wrong? Huh? You don't care about your friends? How am I though? I just said I'm okay. Do none of you care about what I say? Am I speaking like a different language? Do I have text-to-speech on? What is going on? What's going on? I don't feel so good. You know what it is? This is like this is like when the Truman Show script writers don't keep up with what they should be doing. Like it's like in the Truman Show when they don't keep up with what Truman himself is doing, and so the actors are forced to improvise, but the actors don't know how to improvise because it's like, you know, they're not improvisation, like they're not, well, they are improvisational. Well, I don't know actually. If you're on a Truman Show, are you an improvisational actor? I guess you kind of have to be just by the nature of the beast, right? Like if you're an actor on the Truman Show, you have to be ready for whatever comes your way. You have no cubes there, but you do have a 9-piece feast! Good shit, chat. Good shit, mod. That's what I'm talking about. 9-piece feast. Was it from KFC with your deal? Can you share a promo for KFC? Or... Okay, fine. Just do it. Or is it soliciting? No. Well, it's just, okay, just do it. Just do it. Just do your sponsored stream. Just do your sponsored segment right here, right now, live. Just like throw your sponsorship out there. Throw your KFC sponsorship out there. Hey, can I, for any Canadians here? Okay, here we go. She's starting. Everyone pay attention. Everyone pay attention. She's telling you about a great new deal. None. It's so true though. There are very few Canadians here. What's a cube? It's hard to explain. You ever see the movie The Box, or like you ever see like a movie called the or you ever read a book called The Cube? If you get the for any Canadians here, if you get the KFC app, you can get a 9-piece bucket and large fries with gravy for $19.99, or you can get a 20-piece bucket for only $43.99. Get your KFC now. What's the KFC slogan? KFC slogan. KFC slogan. KFC slogan. Here we go. KFC slogan.
KFC's not just finger licking good. It's for getting your makeup good. It's getting over a breakup good. It's smuggled into the cinema good.
What?
It's a friendship 3000 thing.
No, I want finger licking good. Finger licking. Sorry, I should have asked you first, because you are technically the KFC sponsored person here. Okay, well, it's finger licking good. What is that? What is that? It was an ad. It was an ad for like a it was actually an ad from KFC Malaysia. We can ascend. Oh, here we go. This is it. You've never heard that one before. What, the KFC ad? What do you mean you've never heard that one? Have you heard of all of them? Have you heard of every single KFC ad before? 43.99 Canadian, because 40 bucks is a lot. Very true. Very true. It actually is a lot. For only 5 USD. Yeah, when you convert it to USD, it's very cheap. You've unlocked prestige. Consider prestiging when progress gets slow. Okay. View blessings. What? Oh shit, there's upgrades. Wait, what? Prestiging resets, but it allows you to gain... Okay, sure, let's prestige. It's a little freaky. Like it's a little, I don't know. It feels like we're just in like this Twilight Zone now. So we can get unlockable blessings, increase magic gain, knowledge gain. Whatever clickable place you clicked last gets a speed boost of 80 until a different area is clicked. That's a really good supervision. I think we just get all of these, right? How do you get this blessing of the beacon? When the tower has a prestige building built, magic and wood gain is increased by 50%. But I can't get that because it's a milestone. Milestone blessings are automatically unlocked when you reach a certain number of prestige points, which is 5. Unlockable blessings are ones that you had to manually get. I see. Okay, so I have that now. Hello, Wizard Tower. But yeah, the bucket deal is actually insane. So usually the 20-piece bucket after tax and everything is around 80 Canadian or 70 Canadian or 60. I don't know. It's expensive. It's expensive enough for you not to want to get it. But the fact that right now on the KFC app, only for Canadians, you can get KFC at a reasonable price right now. Call now, buy now. That's a pretty good deal. IMO. But also, why are there so many different dollars? Anyway, should come up with some new currency name. Well, they tried that with Euro, and it still hasn't really worked out much. They're still trying it with the Euro, and it's still not really working out much. But to be fair, it's because what I've heard is that it's hard to convince everyone. Sorry, give me a second. I'll get back. I remember when they tried to do it, one of the things that they ran into as a problem was they couldn't convince everyone to like go on to it because there was a couple of because the main requirement is that it has to be usable by everybody, no matter sort of where you are. Like as long as you're a part of that system, then you should be able to use it. And I remember that being a thing where they couldn't really convince everyone that was a thing that we should have. We should just make the official name Bucks. Well, so what's crazy is that I don't even know where the word Bucks came from because it feels like it sounds a little sensual, and I don't know if we want our currency to sound sensual. I want my currency to sound like very austere and like demure and very very powerful and like very, very fancy. You know, I want people to respect my currency. I need wood. You need a different symbol though if it's a different dollar type. I also don't like the symbol system. Yeah. Because think about it. How many symbols can you... Okay, you're a designer, right? How many different symbols can you make? I don't think anybody is that creative. Why am I fetishizing bucks? You would too, okay? You would too. If you've seen the things that I've seen, you would too. Don't lie to me. Don't pretend like you're better than me. We're all the same here. We're all freaks over here. All of us. You're fucking freaks. But it's hard to think of a new symbol for a new... Just draw a beaver and make that a new symbol. I am actually down to go back to the beaver pelts. So, for those of you who don't know, the bay has now been sold. So the bay has now been sold, and so we no longer have the iconic company that made trading beaver pelts the currency. I'm not kidding you. For the first, 100 years of Canada's lifetime, the currency of Canada was, the pelt of a dead animal. And I don't really understand why, because we had trees. By that point, we had trees. We could have just made paper currency or something. But I think at the time, it was beavers were just easy to, find everywhere. So we just kept on trying to get more... we basically made beaver pelts a thing because they were easy to turn into money. And easy to find and hunt and make a food. Does Canada have a lot of beavers? Yes. Too many, actually. So one problem with beavers that people don't know about is that if a beaver makes a dam, people can die. Because the water and all the detritus can sort of build up, and then eventually when the dam breaks, it can sort of fall apart. Not anymore. No, we still have beavers. We didn't do enough to get We didn't do enough to get rid of them fast enough, so we still have them, sadly. Or maybe goodly. Who knows? It depends on your perspective. Not anymore. Meat on bone emoji. Not as many as before. Do you think they have a census? I don't think. What's crazy, right, is that we only knew that the buffalo was gone when they were gone. But how do you know that the buffalo is gone if you didn't keep track of them before, right? And this is the thing. We only know when something is gone when they're gone. Like the bugs on your windshield when you're driving on a long road trip. We don't keep track of it otherwise because to us it doesn't matter. Can you eat a beaver? Yes, you can. You can actually eat most animals. If you can eat a person, you can eat a beaver. Wait, they float. Have I tried? No, but I want to. But I'm afraid that might, like, I don't know what that will do to me. Like, I'm afraid of becoming like a spirit or something, or like Wendigo. Yes, the butt smells like yes. Okay, one, you've made icon packs containing 500 icons, so you'd say that you could make 5,000 symbols. Then make me, okay, chat, I'm gonna task you right now. You won't get paid for this. Make me a symbol for my shitcoin crypto coin. The butt smells like vanilla is a real thing. Most perfume and cologne that you buy is made with the anus of a beaver. There is a gland in the beaver's asshole that gives a very distinct smell that is used to make colognes and perfumes smell more potent. So if you wear cologne or you wear perfume, you have beaver asshole juice on your body. I'm not kidding you. It's one of the primary exploits. Sure. What is the shitcoin called? It's I don't know. Let's just call it stickcoin, just to really pay. It's gonna die anyways, and I don't want people to tie it to my current identity. So just call it. So it's called called stickcoin. You know that I ate my wife. You know that I ate my wife. She's alive. She just called me. If you come to Canada, it just smells like vanilla and maple syrup. She's lying to you. It smells like me! It smells like shit! Chat, mod specifically. Are you on something today? Are you on something today? You're very different today. You're very hyper today. This is like the most hyper that I've seen her in a while. What changed? Was it the cube? Was it the matcha flavored cube? Or is it because you have 9-piece with the large fries and the gravy? I'm actually gonna get probably fried chicken later too, because that sounds really good. And for some reason I'm craving like a nice crispy fried chicken with like a nice skin on it that's like very crispy. What do you mean? This is who you are? That is true. This is who she is, everyone. You know, I feel good about myself. Because I've taught people to be themselves, to be who they are inside. Yes, get the 20-piece. No, I'm not gonna get the 20-piece. If I get the 20-piece, I don't think I'll finish it until next month when it goes to bed. Can you say something about chicken, by the way? Why is it that when you get chicken, the like chicken stuff, right? I don't want chicken all the time. Sometimes I want tenders, and it feels like it should be the same thing. It's like, it's the same piece of meat, but you've cut it out to be just the meat and no bones, right? But for some reason, it tastes worse. And I'm like, it's the same piece of meat, and I don't know why it tastes worse when it should be the exact same thing. But, KFC is not that crispy. Take that back right now. Take that back right now. You just have a bad KFC around you. Like, your KFC sucks. KFC is a crispy, juicy piece of flavor, and it has 11 spices. Exactly. Do people get 20 pieces to eat alone? Americans do. Do we have Americans in the chat? That's a very incendiary. That's a very incendiary statement. You're on something today. She's trying to incite violence today. I'm gonna get banned. I'm gonna get banned. Let's ascend. I mean, I used to eat a bucket every day. I used to eat like a 9-piece bucket. I used to eat actually. So there's a. Let me see if I can I have KFC. Favorites feast. Here we go. Hey, yeah, we go. No, not the family bucket. No, Kentucky Fried Favorites. No. Favorites feast, buddy. Where's the... God damn, where's the... Kentucky Fried Favorites? No, I want the Favorites Feast, dude. Come on. Where is it? Where's the Favorites Feast? Kentucky Bucket. They don't have it anymore? What happened to it? Anyways, so let me show you what I used to eat every single day. And I'm not kidding you. I used to eat this every single day. This was my daily meal. Every single day. Because I lived just a stone's throw away from a KFC. This. The family bucket feast, but it was a favorites feast. So the bucket had a mix of chicken and tenders and popcorn chicken. Fantastic. It was like, it wasn't 10 pieces. Mine was like 6 pieces, but you also got like 12 tenders and like a lot of popcorn chicken. Really good stuff. I used to eat this every single day by myself. By myself. So it is doable, but my heart has not recovered. We have an academy, okay? Build an academy for magic education, sure. Oh shit, chat, we have an academy. Build a spirit house. What? Spirit houses collectively increase magic gain by compounding 15%, so it's a multiplier? Every tower ascension grants a fixed amount of building points. Okay. Book houses collectively increase knowledge gain by compounding 50%. Okay, how do we do magic then? So every time we ascend, which is going upwards, we get more housing. We build housing. Okay. Build a dragon nest for 100k, but I can't. For some reason, oh, it's knowledge. 100k knowledge. Oh shit, okay. Let's buy some spirits, sure. What do you do? So Spirit Sage. To research various subjects. Oh, wait, what? Improved wands. Increase the magic experience gain for magic research by 100%. Forestry research helps druids grow more wood. Wait, this is great. We do more research. Increases magic provided by cloud links. Wait, that's amazing. So they research this and we get just a passive. This is amazing. You get passive multipliers on everything. I feel like my brain is expanding. There's so many numbers that I really enjoy here. These are really good numbers. We need more knowledge though. Knowledge is a bit of a gap for us. You made the stick coin. You made the stick coin? Okay, I've just got the ad. It looks so shit and so beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much. Let me just show chat what this is. I even like how you did the :3. Ooh. This is you know what? I will say this is a very cool logo design. Like if you made it just higher quality, this would be a very cool logo design for a sanctuary, for a forestry sanctuary or like a national park sanctuary. Because then you know, the design of the woody S with like the leaves on it, that's pretty cool. It lends a certain quality. Beautiful. You'll take 10,000. That's $10,000, please. Please e-transfer me because it's a Canadian shitcoin. Oh, by the way, you also get a free small popcorn gym with a minimum $25 spend on the app. Really? Wait, I have to get some KFC then. I'm actually hungry. Thank you, :3. Thank you, :3. Okay, now don't get too crazy, guys. If you knew who she was in real life, you wouldn't say thank you. You'd be like, oh, how dare you? You wouldn't even trust her. Oh, look at my totem pole. Wait, can my totem pole reach my tower? Can I get... Oh, I can build the faces. Shit. I didn't know there was an order. Maybe the play is you want to make your totem pole look a certain way. So instead of building for stats, you build for the look of the field. This is wild. Why are you catching strays? I like making fun of you. There's something funny about it. I think it's because you're so innocent and like so happy and go lucky in real life that it's very easy to make fun of you. Like it's a bit like our other friend, Sweet Destination, right? She's so easy to make fun of because she's so happy and like so sweet sweaty Steph greater than me. Do you like how I changed the like name of a stick into that emote to let people know that it shouldn't be used? It was meant to deter you from using the old name. Yet all of you still insist on using the old name. Because for some reason I have no control over any of you. Can you pin this? You're a moderator. You have the power to pin anything. Now you want to use it more. I want to use it more. I want to call you by your proper name. I want to call you by your proper name. It's 100,000 knowledge for a dragon? This is gonna take forever. I need more knowledge. Yeah, you're a mod, you can pin it yourself. I refuse to do your dirty work for you. Unless you get me KFC. If you get me KFC, then I'll do it. If you get me KFC, then I'll do it. You don't know, you don't see the option. I never put her through like a training course. I just gave her the power of mod and said figure it out. She's actually almost like she has clicked buttons before and bad things have happened and it was funny. So but just know that I didn't train her. I just kind of told her just figure it out, which is kind of funny. Improved once. That was a waste. You only see ban and timeout. That's all you need. That's all you need. All you need is to ban people and to time them out. You don't need anything else. Everything else is there to confuse you and like derail you, right? Your job as a mod is not to pick out the winners in the chat, it's to ban people constantly. I pinned it for you. And I'll pin it for only 5 minutes. If you want the pin to last longer, you have to learn how to pin it yourself. I actually don't think you can do it on mobile. That's probably why. If you're on mobile, I don't know if you are. We're really close. If I get 4, I'm gonna prestige. Yes. Yes. Okay, so now we have a new thing. When there are at least 10 spirit tomes, what is a spirit tome? Magic, knowledge, and magic gain. Oh, right, spirit tomes from the library, right? Is increased by 50%. Okay, cool. So now I can increase the gains. I can get rid of points. Everything. Wait, some of these can go up to multiple tiers. Okay. The spirit type that has the largest population will become 100% more productive. Productive means the primary function of the spirit type is boosted. Okay. For every 2 totems of a certain type are carved, because the passive effect of the totem by compounding 35%. Okay, cool. When research subjects in the academy level, they gain 1 extra level. That sounds kind of cool. 2 extra levels, sure. I have 4 points left. I want this. I want knowledge, and I want this. Yes, speed boost. So I'm gonna click on the, because my main blocker now I think is knowledge. I think now I know I need mostly knowledge in order to get to the next tier. Early prestige? What's early prestige? There's no significant benefit. Oh. This is a good game. I actually really like this game. Compared to most other idle games, this game gives you a lot of different ways to like, there's a lot that you can play with in terms of how you want to configure your build to go and how you want your magic to sort of, or how you want your resources to be laid out and how you want your different things to like work. And I like the interplay between the various resources and the various things that you can choose to upgrade. How many pieces should Stick get in his KFC? How did you learn how to make a pole, but you didn't learn how to... How did you learn how to make a pole, but you didn't learn how to make like a pinned message? Who voted 100 pieces of KFC? How did you do this? Who voted 100 pieces? Who? I'm gonna say thank you, but I'm going to die. I will die of a heart attack if you give me 100. Why did you learn that function before you learned how to pin messages? You're learning all the wrong things. You're learning all the wrong things. You have to learn better, please. I'm begging you. You have to learn better. Chad. Still don't know how to pin. Can you imagine 100-piece bucket? Like, imagine trying to eat 100 pieces of just raw well, not raw KFC, but just like of 100 KFCs. Imagine eating 100 KFCs. Your arteries might clog over like instantly. You might die of a heart attack instantly. You contributed 56 channel points. There's 77 votes. How many viewers are there? I never checked the. There are 3 viewers. There's 77 votes. The poll is rigged! Everything is rigged! It's actually funny to think about that, like, there's so little of you, and yet there's so much activity sometimes that it feels like there's a million of you. Like, sometimes, the things that you all do, it's impressive to see the things that you all get up to. When I see the votes go one particular way and they swing by a couple hundred, I'm like, yep, that's just how it is around here. We need more cloudlings. I need more magic. We also need more druids, because now I need some druids to get my stuff. The problem is that my knowledge is now way too fast, and I don't really need that much knowledge anymore. What I need is more magic, boost production here. But however, it's based on whichever spirit type has the highest one. So any cool deeds you've done today, fellow viewer? Okay, chat, I want all of you to do this. Every single day in the Discord. Okay, have this. Hello. Hello, chatters. I am doing an experiment in social skills. I am performing a sociological experiment. Every day I want all of you to talk about your day and tell me how you've been and what you've been working on and what you're up to. Feel free to share what you're working on and what your life has been like recently. This is the only, you don't know about this one, yeah, but like this is why, right? Because with a friend group that you know, it's fine. With random strangers, we could learn that somebody's like a massive gooner. Hi, how are you? She's doing it again. I mean, you made a smoothie. What happens if you fail? If you fail, I think that's worth it to share, because is that such a bad thing? Life is about failure. You made a smoothie with berries and pineapple. Ooh, banana? You go to jail if you fail. This is this is a safe space for you to share anything, both the highs and the lows, for I am farming parasociality. I will start. Today, I didn't poop yet. I'm streaming right now, which is probably a mistake. I really crave fried chicken today because of a KFC deal that I've been told about. I've been working on a daily chess game. I've been working on a daily chess game, DLE, that I will soon submit to the list of DLEs anonymously. So it isn't biased in any way. And hope that I can make money off of the ads such that I can stream forever from now on. Dog looking sassy. I've also been working on the website and a lot of fun stream segments for you all, ranging from me playing games and you watching me, you cucks, to things we can play together. I cucks. Oh wait, I feel good today. I don't always feel good, but today in particular, I feel good. Shut the fuck up, content farm. I know, right? I am just trying to open up your cold, steely hearts to the warmth of the people. I've cultivated a culture of hate and malice within my chat. I've cultivated anger and frustration. I've cultivated like a sense of evil. I've cultivated something terrible here. I've done something wrong. It was my fault. It's my mistake. It's my folly in believing that all of you cared. Thank you for joining me on my experiment. I hope to see all of your messages soon. And this will be a daily thing. We will not stop. This will be a daily thing. I'm doing this to every single person that I know because I think there's value in opening up about your daily feelings and having a daily check-in with someone. I think having a daily check-in will make you happier. My theory is that it makes you happier. And this is coming from a place of sincerity. I want you to be happier. You fucks. Am I projecting? Yes! Yes, nobody checks in with me. Nobody ever says and asks me how I am. Okay, thank you. How am I? Stop asking me. I've already told you. Stop asking me how I am. Stop it. Just leave me alone. Stop asking me. I need more totems. Every two. It's every two totems. Okay, thank you. Thank you. How are you? Fuck off. Fuck off. I'm doing really well today. Thank you for asking. How are you today, chatters? How are you? How are you? I'm being tortured. Somebody please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for doing this. I'm sorry. You made a smoothie. Okay, now we're in a time loop. I don't want to be in a time loop. I'm good and you. You can't keep doing this. You can't keep getting away with this. You can't keep getting away with this. I'm good. And you? At some point, I'm gonna honestly answer you always. Hello, gamers. Oh no, we're going back to the beginning. Guys, I don't feel so good. Do you guys have a time portal opening up on your end too or no? I feel myself getting younger. Oh. Chat, we have an honest chatter. We have an honest chatter. I've been talking with a friend for much of this morning about the internet shows we watch and planning out how to make my semi-competitive children's game baseball team. What? My semi-competitive children's game baseball team have a fun gimmick. What? My semi-competitive children's game baseball team? What does that mean? What is a semi-competitive children's? Isn't every child game competitive in some way? If you put your child into sports, it's a competitive game. Like they fight for their lives. Yeah? Is that not like just a normal thing that happens? What is a child competitive? The sentence. I don't know why the sentence. Semi-competitive children's game baseball team. What the? I can't read this. I don't know why. Planning out how to make my semi-competitive children's game baseball team. That sounds like great fun. And I'm glad you have someone to commiserate over your shows with. What internet shows are they? Are they like those indie productions you see on the YouTubes? Also, please help me. I can't parse the second portion of your statement. What is a semi-competitive children's game baseball team? I'm having a stroke trying to understand what that is. You're competing against other people, but you're also acknowledging that you're adults playing a 20-year-old game designed for 5 to 10-year-olds. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I actually don't know what that means. What did you say? Well, wait. That was reminds me of someone. You're on the list, buddy. Hi, I'm new here. What's this stream about? We're going back in time. Okay, I think I get it. In analogous terms, is it like adults playing ultimate frisbee? Dating list? The blush? Now we're getting parasocial, okay? There is no love to be found here. There's only comedy. We're trying. I'm using you for my own benefit. Feel worse about that. I need you to feel worse about it. I started it. I did. Well, what about the houses again? So research is good. Houses are good. Do I need houses? Is there anything important about the houses? Yes. When there's at least 10 spirit tomes. No. Okay, yeah. I guess the houses don't really matter. Why did it go non-full screen? How'd they go back to full screen? What? Hey. So, okay, the houses, I think I just choose which one that I want. And I think I need to go for magic and wood, because magic is kind of really important for me. I can build an academy. And this research is important, because this research is something that I can get multiples of. Forestry research helps Druids grow more wood. I have notebooks. Increases... Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait, yeah, we have some pretty good things here. The knowledge gain was a worth it thing to buy into, because now we get even more things now. I can get some knowledge totems. Yes, 4. We can get some more spirit sages to research more. I'm actually a genius. Mister, how are you? I'm good. Please stop asking me. I'm begging you. Leave me alone. Please, I'm begging you, please. Indie productions. Ultimate Frisbee is catching well-deserved strays. No, listen, I like Ultimate Frisbee, but even I recognize that it is just people throwing plates at each other aggressively. It's more like chess tournaments, but instead of chess, it was operation. Also not. Wait, what? Wait, that's sick. This person... Chat, how come none of you ever tell me about this stuff? You have an operations tournament? Like Operation the game? What is this game about? What are the flying things? Look deep within your soul to find the answer. Look deep within your soul to find the answer to your questions. There's no way that I can explain this to you. You just have to believe. And if you don't believe, then I just can't help you, buddy. You gotta believe in yourself. Deep into my soul. So sperm. I got it. Yes. You know what? I do like this being like an... I do like the fact that this is like a euphemism for spermatozoa trying to reach the egg. Right? Because everything that I've been doing, it has been me trying to reach the egg. This is actually just a diagram of spermatozoa trying to enter the egg to like to impregnate it. If you put this on the cover of a health textbook, it actually would be roughly accurate. So this is my theory. Magic was thought up as a way to make euphemisms and jokes about sex without getting into censorship laws, because magic has things like, I'm gonna rub my magic orb, and I'm gonna, you know, like swing my magic wand and throw my magic spells at your face and cover you in magic goop. It's my theory, at least. We have so many books that the UI is slowly breaking, but we're gonna try to ascend once again, and I need more spirits. I need more cloudlings, more cloudlings. Anyways, also, do any of you know the game Operation? This is the game Hasbro Operation. This is it's literally a game for 4-year-olds and up. What's crazy is that this is a genius concept, because imagine a tournament being based on this game. It's that game where if you press the, like, it tells you what to do, and then you take out like some organ from this person's body, and if you take out the wrong, if you do it and you touch the walls, then you get shocked, or like it replicates like a shock. You're supposed to do it very cleanly. So a tournament based on this thing is genius. But if you beep, you get hit in the face. I don't think it's like that. But I've been thinking about this, actually. I've been thinking about a surgery game. Let me write this down. Wait, surgery game. Wait. It's a surgery game. Okay, surgery game. Wait, isn't that already there? Isn't that Surgeon Simulator? Surgeon Simulator. Isn't that a real game? It is. Fuck. Well, I want a real surgery game where you put together real bodies and you need to figure out how to like construct a human body. Did you know that? What? Wait, chat. We have a lore dump. We have a good lore dump here. Did you know that the first frisbee was used as a pie dish? What? Was a used pie dish? I wasn't entirely sure what Ultimate Frisbee was, so you looked up. The Wikipedia page made you cringe. From its beginnings in the American counterculture of the late 1960s, Ultimate has resisted empowering any referee with rule enforcement. Instead, it relies on the sportsmanship of players and invokes the spirit of the game to maintain fair play. Players call their own fouls and dispute a foul only when they genuinely believe it did not occur. Wow. Referees are like the man of sports, dude. It's a fat doobie. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's +2. That's a clean +2. That's a clean, clear cut +2. Also, I want you to know that I'm saying this live on stream. This is a genius idea, and I hope to see this become a larger thing because you're onto something here. All we need to really up the antes is custom operations. Custom operations boards for non-Euclidean and non-anthropomorphized creatures. Like aliens. Wait, how come there's no operations but for like deep sea? Okay, this is the idea. Now I've got the idea. Okay? I don't know. Like, okay, so surgery game. Oops. Surgery game like operations, but with non-human entities, and you have to figure out how to actually recover them with similar organs, but not the same organs. So, e.g., it's a thing that works like a liver, but looks like a pineapple, and you need to replace it with a body part from another alien that works like a liver, but looks like a penis. Right? And so it's like a body matching thing. It's hard because you need to figure out how you're gonna, make this body work again. You have to do the surgery to bring them back to life, but you don't know what their body is. Like you don't know what they're made of, and you don't really know what the function of these things are. And so you need to figure out how to get this to work. So you need to like do experiments, and like the point of it is a bit like an exploratory experience where you do experiments of various kinds to determine the function of something and how to best utilize it. Positioning also matters because, e.g., the heart aorta can be closed off accidentally if you put the liver thing too far up near their heart, and thus increasing their blood pressure, which can kill them. I think we're on to something here. I do think that we're on to something here. You actually got a basic game in there, and you actually want to make it. You start learning C# and Unity, and you wonder if you ever get to make it, or just give up learning coding in the weeks. Well, you know what? If you could rock climb, you can make a game, right? Think about this. You're at the point in your life when there's nothing meaningful. There's nothing left in your life to look forward to. So now, and this is something that I struggle with and that I recently had some epiphanies of, we're now at the point where we are the masters of our own life and we can decide what we want to do, but in that also comes like a boredom because it's like, what do you want to do? We don't really know. So what I'm trying to say is live your life before you die. And you might as well go all in on your ideas and your dreams, because when you're dead, there's nothing left. Nothing left for you to look forward to. There's just nothing left in your life. You just gotta try your best to get something going. You just gotta try your best to be happy in life and try your best to be all thing. Okay, so this is why I'm asking everyone what their day is. I'm trying to feel better about myself, okay? Rock climbing can be done with instincts. Coding, hell no. Yes, you can, okay? Instinctually, you can look at a piece of code and say it's shit. You can absolutely code via instincts alone. I have a dragon's nest. Dragon Keeper. Next ability at level 10. What? Summon Dragon Keeper to help level up the dragon. Wait, that's sick. Oh, I can level up a dragon. Dragon Research helps Dragon Keepers provide more HP to the Dragon Alphabet. Okay, Improved Academy. Cool. Okay, Improved Wands. Sure. We need more Ascend! That's why I started learning coding. Just don't know how long you'll be interested in the coding. Yeah, I mean, don't ever feel pressured to like stick with it for too long. I think a lot of people like this is a general thing, but I've noticed a lot of people can stick too long with their hobbies and then they get too lost in the sauce and they feel like they're like a failure if they give up. But no, like life is a series of ups and downs, and you might come back to it, you might not, but at least you tried it, and at least now you know if it's for you or not, right? Like there's no pressure to like stick with something if you don't enjoy it. And I will say this as a programmer, it fucking sucks. So if you don't want to do it anymore, that's totally fine. Unlocks new academy upgrades. Upgrades magic gold. I can buy gold. Oh my god, I can buy gold. Increases magic gain by 5. So they make Monostone increases magic gain. Crafting costs magic gold. What? Holy Grail. What? The Ouroboros. The Philosopher's Stone. Jesus. We need more Dragon Keepers. I want to level this dragon up. Upgrade. Occasionally gain knowledge equal to 30 tomes. Okay. Upgrade increases to 1. Costs 1 dragon level. Okay. Next ability at level 10, telepathy. You get me. You just have a hard time finding hobbies that you're really interested in, so it's like a weird situation where you lose interest in something, but you don't have a replacement for it. But you know what? I don't think that's a word. That's just a very normal thing in life, right? Because life is not about having something to jump to all the time. Life is just about living. And so if you want to live your life, go ahead. You're just living your life, right? Like, don't feel pressure to always have something to be doing. I think that's it can be a quick road to insanity where it's like you feel like, oh, you need to always be busy doing something. But no, you can just live your life and just take life at your own pace if you really want to. And that alone is fine. Anyways, if your hobby doesn't make money, I say you give up right now because it's just not worth it. Like, if you're not making money from it, what's the point of spending all of your time on it? Like, you could be working at a real job. Why don't you just get a job instead of staying home doing nothing with your time, huh? Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast, right? Like, it's just hard to step away from that idea of like productive mindsetting, but it's hard to step away from that idea of like everything has to be productive and has to lead to something, and it's hard to step away from the idea that you always have to be busy. But it really is worth it because, you know, we're all human. And as a human, well, most of us are human. And you do need to be able to feel good about your life. It's alive! Oh, yes! Telepathy. Increases Academy experience gain by 400%. He came! The dragon came! Oh my god, chat. Every now and then, the dragon comes and it enters the egg. Look at the sperm. POV, you've just blown your load, and it's a cream pie. Right in there. Oh, that's great. That's really good, actually. Blow your load again. Blow. I like him. I like this dragon. Let's just get some more dragon. I like this game. Not only does it have a lot of interactions between different things and like different pathways that you can go with your build, it also has interesting graphics and like interesting sort of like visuals. And interesting animations and stuff that make you want to play around with it just for the sake of it being something. Like, I like the dragon because it comes. And I'm gonna get more dragon keepers. Magic breath. Occasionally breathe magic. And upgrade increase this. So increase more. What's your first job? Why is the word... Oh, sorry. I forgot that I have a 7TV emote that censors the word job. Because my theory is that all of you are jobless, but I'm the only one who is. You're like doing nothing for a long time because it makes you depressed. So it's a problem. You have a hard time finding hobbies that you're truly interested in. Well, you know what? Isn't that what they say is like aren't you doing like a stopgap thing where you're not actually living and really what you're just doing is that you're just doing things for the sake of like filling up your own time? Like, isn't that the like thing where it's like, if all you're doing is just things to help fill up your time because you feel depressed otherwise, are you really happy in some way? Versus like solving the problem of like what makes you depressed. I'm not a psychologist or anything. I'm just saying things. You're a manager for a company. I'm so sorry. I say this with all respect. The managers get shit on a lot. I shit on the managers too, but at the same time, it's like the managers are kind of like the first line of defense for shit, basically. So it's like very hard for you to like want to keep on doing something. It's like hard for you to like not feel like you're being constantly shit on. The dragon outputs equal to 132 cloudlings. It's worth more than the cloudlings that I currently have, which is insane to me. I need more totems. No, I need more alchemists. Because I need more dragonite. Because the more dragonite I have, the better my dragon is at blowing its load. No, you're climbing because you like to climb, and you want to code because you would like to make your game. Okay, you want, yeah. Okay, so it's good then. Well, you know what? Feel free to share your game here. No one will steal your idea, right, chat? No one will steal your idea. No. And you know what? If you need motivation, you're in the wrong place. I'll tell you right now, we haven't made a single game yet here. We haven't made a single game yet here. We haven't made a single game yet. Sorry, I was just letting it sink in for a bit. Like, I was just letting it sink in for a bit, and I was thinking, like, damn, we haven't really made a single game yet here. Look, I'm busy doing my own things, okay? I'm busy doing my own things. Things like eating food and staying alive. And, watching... I haven't even had time to watch movies, which is the crazy part to me. I feel like I need to watch more movies to really enjoy my life. But at the same time, is that really important? Wait, alchemy research. Okay. Yes. Improved academy. Yes. Did you get a totem? No. There's no totem for dragons. But there's no totems for dragons. And as many loads as he blows, he's not really blowing enough loads for me to do anything. If I prestige now, I would have 10 points and I would get these. When starting a new run, the tower will be built with a steady 10 cloudlings and 5 tomes. It allows the option to auto-buy spirits. Just hovering over a place will speed up spirits instead of clicking. The tower requirement as the first one being met by will have its resource gain increased by 150, okay? If all tower requirements are met, or there are no tower requirements, increase all tower requirement gains by 50% instead, okay? Every time one magic gold is created, we'll create one extra, I need that. Adds a new totem that increases Academy EXP. That's shit. When Dragon levels up, yes. Every 10th level. Do we do it? Do we go into like a new thingamabob? I'm so close to ascending though. I am not even close to ascending. 1 trillion? We rush Dragon. I think this makes sense because then you always get some bonus. This is huge. I need the magic gold. I need the dragons. Excuse? We do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. Okay. Spirit type with the largest population will become 100% more productive, so I get the most dragons. I get the totem, which is an easy way to get stuff. I get Blessing of Supervision, and I get 1 Academy level bonus. Yeah. And then for totems, I do only Academy. Because the Academy is actually a better multiplier as a whole. Maybe. And I instantly... Wow, this is a great start. That's a great start to the game. You immediately skip all the boring stuff and you get to the good stuff. Oh, heck yeah. Luckily, your job isn't as stressful as usual manager job. So actually, from time to time, you don't even get enough mental stimuli. Oh, wow. So coding is a good way to start using your brain instead of getting dumber and... dumber. You want that... That's fair. There is that feeling of like keeping yourself mentally always sort of cognizant and busy because yeah, there are a lot of things that you can do out there that don't really stress you out as much in a way that feels good. I actually had a manager once. He tried to convince me that being stressed was a good thing and that there's a book called The Power of Stress. And he was trying to convince me that while the stress was because of my boss being sexist. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do this, man. Like I'm being like I'm in the middle of trying to be like a whistleblower. Like your weird philosophical leanings are not going to help me here. But yeah, it's good that you recognize that, because that is a very painful thing to have to deal with. Is that you have nothing to do and your brain is just rotting. That's what I felt like actually. So it's weird. When I used to work at a restaurant, that was the thing that I felt the most. Was I felt my brain rotting away. because I wasn't really using my brain. I was trusted to cook and stuff, but for the recipes, because of the way that the place worked, they were mostly static. It was very hard to actually come up with a new recipe idea, not because it's hard to think of one, but because it was hard to convince them to even try to run it. Because, you know, a lot of it is sort of set in stone because the clientele likes that stuff. Like you can't really change it. And so there's not really much space on the menu for something new because the clientele is also very old over like decades. Like it's a place that had like 2 or 3 decades worth of customers that kept on coming back. So it was hard for me to be like, okay, well maybe we can try this and that, because it's like they don't really have the space to be able to experiment because everyone really wants that stuff. And I remember thinking, I'm not using my brain enough. So what I would do is I would come home and I would think of recipes to make, and I'd do it on my own time. And I was like, this is stupid, because at some point you're just doubling work for no reason. And then I get into programming and I'm like, my body isn't being worked enough. So then I start to work out, but then it's like, even working out, it's like the workouts that you do in the gym with the things that you do, it's like it's not the same feeling. And so it's like I feel like I need to get back into like stuff like, I don't know, like fighting. Like this is the pathway, okay? Is you eventually feel like you need to get back into other things to feel like you're moving and stressing your body in different ways, because just working out doesn't really stress it in like a certain way. And so I'm like, maybe I should get into like Muay Thai again and start like fighting people. But then like I'm gonna lose parts of my brain from getting punched in the face. There's too many problems, and none of I already fight chat all day long. No, I actually respect all of you. This is me respecting you. I'm just an abusive person. I'm just an abusive person. Can you imagine someone just admitting that and they go, really? No, but for real though, I think all of you are people. I think all of you are people worthy of people stuff. I think all of you are, you know, quite alright. Wife, run! No. I don't abuse my wife. My wife is the one sacred person. I've actually talked to my wife about this a couple times, and I was like, because there's been a couple times where we get into like a weird situation with like random strangers, and I'm like, I'm trying my best to like bring it down, but I tell my wife, like, if it happens like that, like they touch you or something, I will kill them. And so I tell her, like, okay, if it happens, just run away and say that you don't know what it like why this person is like that. I'm a bit overprotective of my wife in the sense that like I don't want anyone to like hurt her. This game is good, really good. This game, though, the one problem with all idle games is that, and we're starting to get to it now, the gap between where you want to be and where you are gets longer and longer. Like, the later upgrades seem very cool, but you need more EXP and more prestige, which takes you more time. It's like, the amount of time to get from here to here, not that bad. The amount of time to get from here to here is like maybe 10 times this much time. And that's true of all idle games, where at some point you kind of have had to stop, but is that a bad thing? I'm not really sure. What the hell is a sorcery manual? What's this? Summon shaman. What? Deals 1 base damage to the wall? What's the wall? What's the wall? What wall? We haven't even seen... There's combat? What's the wall? You know what? This game does a good job of mitigating that problem of you have a larger and larger gap that you have to close by providing hints of something larger coming your way, right? Because this is the thing. I felt that sense of boredom, and then it kicks in, but then you get something new and you're like, ooh, it's a dragon now, so you grow your dragon. And now there's a hint of a wall, and you're like, oh, well, a wall. But then it's like, well, wait, you can just go play with the wall now. And you can break down the wall. What is the wall? What's the wall? It's the wall! We're onto something. There's a wall out there for me to climb. I always like that statement, that there's a wall out there for you to climb. You know? Because you're just making your own problems up. I gotta climb this wall, I need to. It beckons me. Oh, speaking of wall. That rock climbing story that I made up that one time when we played Peaks of Yore has gotten a little bit more involved. I actually researched how to publish a book recently. So, did you know that on Amazon, there's a really cool system here. Look, Amazon book publishing. You can go to Kindle and do direct publishing via Amazon, where they print and they do digital formats of your book on demand. So you don't need to have inventory up front, you just do it on the fly and then you send it out. I looked into this because I was like, well, wait, this story is now getting deeper and deeper, and I'm getting more invested in this story of this like weird horror story of like using rock climbing as a device to talk about the struggles of life, that I can't not write a story about it. And now I'm at like since then I'm at like 15 pages. So it's getting kind of involved and I don't know what to do, but I feel like at some point I should just try this out and see what happens to it, because I feel like it has to be out there. I want people to know that there's something wrong with me. Did you know that in bouldering a route is called a problem? I like that terminology. And I guess it makes sense, because isn't it a problem that you have to climb it? That's actually, I like that. That's good. That's cool. But also, this lends further credence to my theory that rock climbing is so popular among programmers because it's like a puzzle that you're trying to solve. Like, my theory again is that for the reason why you see so many programmers rock climb, because I know basically most programmers that I know rock climb, and the reason why you see that is because it is a problem-solving affair that you have to think about, and you have to think about your motions for it. Also, I'm an idiot because I realized I spec'd into all late game perks. That's why it's slowing down. This was the early game perks to get me through the early game section. My late game perks happen at my next ascension because then my research is good. Yes, and also you have to solve the problems. It's plenty of the time, it's not about having enough strength, it's about finding a solution, like finding a move or improving on your body position. Yes. When you told me about the toe grip, when you told me about the reverse toe grip where you put your toes up like you just nutted really hard and you like stick onto the wall, I was like, that's a genius thing, because that's not like a strength thing. That's just you using natural forces in the world to like keep you steady. And that's just like a knowledge thing. Like that's just a puzzle piece that you have to solve and figure out. I'm like, this is great. That's why one of the stream days is gonna be entirely dedicated to Peaks of Yore. For that one day, we will beat the entirety of a Peaks of Yore, because that game has, just like White Knuckle, has gripped me in a way that I don't know how to explain. But it's exactly that puzzle-solving aspect where I'm like, I kind of want to try and figure out how to solve these. Like there's a problem there. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's see if my late game build works once I get there. We need more forest spirits. Or, I don't know, it's gonna take a while, but let's just try to click this. Can I click this? I am. We need 4 million magic and 100... maybe we need some more druids. Yeah, we need some more druids. And what's great about the rock climbing games compared to rock climbing is I feel much safer doing them. Not to say that I'll die from rock climbing, but we've all seen the movie. We've all seen 128 hours, okay? I don't want to lose my arm. I don't think it's worth it to lose my arm. Well, would you cut your arm off if you were in that situation? If you've never seen the movie or like read the book, it's about a dude who goes rock climbing. He falls down because a boulder that he was climbing, which is also why you don't climb boulders, because you never really know if they're actually stable. It rolls over and he falls down into a cave with it, and his arm gets pinned under the boulder. So now his arm is pinned and he can't do anything, right? And he stays there for like several days, and he has enough food to survive for that moment. But when it runs out, he eventually decides that he's gonna cut his arm off. And I'm like, I don't know if I would do that to live that way. I think I would still try to like chip the boulder away with my teeth or something. Like I would do anything short of cutting off my arm. You'll probably just die. Okay, well, I wouldn't give up either, but I would probably try to keep my arm as best as I could. Don't worry, you'll break your spine sooner than losing an arm. That is true. That's why I'm a bit afraid. So, again, I like the idea of using my body as a puzzle, but I hate how everything that you can do with that idea is very dangerous. So, what's crazy, for instance, fighting is the same way. I love fighting. It's a major problem in my life. I love fighting so much that when I was younger, I was addicted to the feeling, but I was more addicted to CS:GO, to Counter-Strike Source, so I didn't stick with it, and that's why I'm not a stunt. Again, this is the story of how I missed out on the opportunity for me to join a world-class stunt acting team as like a child. Okay, but when you fight, you might die because people punching you in the face is a very dangerous thing to have happen, because you might just get blown up immediately and then die, and then and you might hit the floor in like a funny way, and even if you don't die, you get permanent brain damage. But there's nothing like it. There's nothing like real life PvP, and when you hit that feeling once, you can't get rid of the addiction to it. It's very hard. And so I feel the same way about rock climbing as I do fighting, where it's like, I want to do the real life PvP, but it's too dangerous, and like the risks, I don't know if it outweighs the benefits, but the benefits are also so tantalizing that I can't help but like crave it. It's so hard to PvP in real life. Anybody down for like a real life PvP thing? Me versus chat? How you miss CS Source. CS Source? Okay, so this is controversial. I think CS Source is the best Counter-Strike in hindsight. Everyone said it's not really good Counter-Strike, which I agree, but it's a really good non-Counter-Strike game, if that makes sense. Like, it's Counter-Strike if you don't want to play Counter-Strike. You know what I mean? Like, all of CS Source was just about the modding scene. You go and you play things like RPG servers, or Warcraft 3 servers, or zombie servers, and you don't get that kind of gameplay anymore from any other game except for maybe Roblox. But then you have Roblox. It's not like the same feeling. Like, the weird thing about the CS Source mods is that they were forced to be played with a certain type of, I guess, control scheme, right? Like, they had to be FPSs, and so what you got was this interesting sort of series of gameplay elements that tried their best to fit into an FPS instead of just being fully custom in their own way, which I think led to a much more interesting state of affairs. Because that zombie mode, I don't think would have existed if it was made within Roblox, because there wouldn't be the restriction of it has to be a shooting game. You know what I mean? Like, it would be some weird like version of tag, which would be interesting but not nearly as fun. IMO, at least. You think it was better than 1.6? I do too. You think some parts of CSS is still better than any other CS? I also agree, yeah. I really like the shooting in it. It's not that I hate the shooting in CSGO, but something about the shooting in CSGO feels a lot more, I don't know, heavy. CS Source felt very perfectly gamey. Like, it felt like the perfectly gamey game for like for a game like Counter-Strike that didn't lean too hard into like the super floaty, realistic feeling of CSGO. Yes, the snappy feeling, exactly. It's that snappiness. Yeah. There's something snappy about it. Like, it feels very... It feels very, very solid in terms of how quick it felt. It didn't feel bloated. Yeah. It's because in CSGO, they mess around with all the drag values, and so you actually move with some weight, and things feel like they have weight, and like the gun recoil patterns, like they have a certain weight to it too. It all feels different. Granted, it's also why I think the people who didn't like CSGO, because CS 1.6 and CSGO feel very similar to each other in its sort of like heavy way, and they feel like a very tactical shooter game, but not so much of like a game. You know what I mean? It could also be like an animation thing though. Like, it could just be that the animation was so good that I'm imagining things. We need more wood. Okay, I think we go all wood to get compounding wood gains. More wood. Just slowly build up here. We're so close to the dragon. I'm willing to sit here to get to the dragon to get to my next breakpoint. Actually, how much time do we have? We only have 10 minutes left. Shit. You like using the deagle and source so much. You could win rounds of a deagle if you got the hang of it. It was actually kind of OP. Yes. Yeah. I will say like bits of it were kind of bad in the sense that like some things were very broken if you were really good. But that's true of any game where it's like if someone's really good, then they're really good at it, right? So it's not the worst thing ever. But I was just more of a fan of like the modding scene. I thought the modding scene was the best part of that game. And still to this day, I don't think you get anything that's even closer as interesting or as cool. Mind you, it's also just the ecosystem as a whole has moved away from modding because you can make more money making your own indie game, and it's actually more better effort put there because then it also leads to more opportunities because mods are sort of seen as like not good. Like it's weird how still many places don't look at mods as a very important thing. What is that? Do you see that? Every now and then something pops up on the side of her. Oh, it's the book icon. Sorry, I was wondering what it is. But I still do miss everything about that modding scene. There was something interesting about the things that people were creating that you still don't find replicated elsewhere. It's a bit like Warcraft 3, how the early days of Warcraft 3 were creating things that would just don't exist anywhere else. We need to force research. Because this research is now compounding, which is actually better for me. And the research gets you more multipliers on the things that you need. So I just need knowledge, and I need totems, and I need research. So maybe I just focus on knowledge. So maybe I do this, yeah. You're into competitive CS in Source and Go days. Played in teams for nearly 10 years. Damn, nice. Yeah, people who ever played... I mean, everyone I met in those competitive... So one, you're probably extremely toxic. Everyone that I met in those scenes was incredibly toxic. Because when I played... Because obviously, it's like a very, very heavy type of game. Like, you get really into it. And like any competitive game, people can be very toxic, right? But for some reason, that game in particular got people super toxic. Like, that and League of Legends has like a whole different community to it. And Dota 2. But 2, it shows a lot of dedication, because that game is hard to get into at like any competitive level. Because everybody is a monster in those games. And there's so many different details to things like macro strategy that really make or break how you want to play the game. Like even something as simple as like throwing a smoke like a second or too early, or too late can change the entire like the flow of the game. You're not actually toxic, bet. That's why you played mostly with the same people, since there were a lot of toxic and immature players. Very true. That's the other thing that I miss actually. Can somebody... Does anybody feel this too? What happened to when everybody used to join these public servers and you would be in the same public server among the same group of people all the time? I for some reason, I don't see that anymore. Like, there is no public server that's a consistent theme anymore that you would always join, and you would always have this a group that you would encounter of strangers, mind you, but still that would still be there, that you could then spend all of your time with, and you would see their life change. Like, I remember one server that I played on. It was a Warcraft 3 mod server, which is a Warcraft 3 mod for CS. It's like an RPG mod where you get levels and you choose your class and your race, and it sounds racist, but it's not really. And you go in and you basically play with your class and your race throughout the round like a normal CS match, but there's different powers, right? And I remember one time someone came in and said, "Guys, I'm a father," and we just all stopped playing and we all started saying congratulations and stuff. Just a random stranger that we just played. We only knew them by their online name, but it was that level of like camaraderie that was there. It was very, very interesting. It's a very dynamic way of living, and like being in the online space that I don't think you can find anywhere. The reason, matchmaking. Yeah, probably. I mean, yeah. Like, matchmaking has some good things where it's like you don't need to find a place to play and manually sift through thousands of different servers that you don't really know what's going on. And you don't need to like integrate into something. You can get into the game very quickly. But even then, right? It's like, because I know that CSGO 2, or at least the new version of CSGO, they killed the server browser. And they killed even the prospect of things like custom servers. Which means that you can't even find something if you do want to break out of that matchmaking sort of lock. And I don't know why they did it, but I feel like even with matchmaking, you could have an also coexisting non-matchmaking segment of the game for people who are just wanting to like hop into a server to play with other people. Yet they decided to kill it, and I don't really know why. Yeah, having an actual public community when you started playing CS, it was actually nice to have some servers that felt like home, like knowing the people you were fun with, or people you didn't like. Yes, that was the thing too. It was a very interesting way to like not learn social skills, but it was a very interesting microcosm that you'd have to navigate with social skills in order to be able to succeed in those spaces without getting on people's nerves, because people would just ban you at some point. A lot of them could get very echo chambery, but more often than not, people were respectful. And even if two people didn't like each other, they didn't go into flame wars. They just sort of like tried to avoid each other while still being cordial with each other within that shared space, right? It felt like a lot like a normal office, if that makes sense. But also, I've said this before, offices can feel a lot like high school. Like, the adult world is no more divorced from the child world than the adult world isn't as far divorced from the child world as we would like to believe. We're just really grown children, if that makes sense. Death Run servers was so much fun. So Death Run, it's crazy. Now Death Run feels like it's... So all those fun things are now in Gary's mod. One segment that I'm still trying to plan out fully, because I still need to figure out how to download some of these, because a lot of them were taken off the thing recently, is Gary's mod, is a Gary's mod segment where you too can join me, chat. Because apparently I could run a server for it. So there's a lot of things I'm planning for it, but basically I'm trying to get to a point where we're going to do a Gary's mod segment where we explore a lot of these community style games, because a lot of them have moved over to Gary's mod from the CS side because of the breaking of various CS things. So it's fascinating to sort of see that, and it's cool too because in Gary's mod it seems like you have a lot more flexibility. From what I've seen briefly of the things that you can do to like make things, there's a lot of flexibility in how you can make things, which is nice. Would be fun playing Death Run with you. Don't get parasocial now. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the community games the community games will come soon. I'm slowly trying to figure it out. Also, the jailbreak map, yes, and the service, yes. Although jailbreak had the problem of like, I don't know how to say this. Admins on servers with games like jailbreak would not be very conducive to the roleplay elements that you think that they would be. And a lot of them would actually play favorites that sort of ruin the game as a whole, where it's like, you no longer had a choice in the matter. It was more about what relationships you garnered beforehand that transcended the roleplay element of those games where you had to play to your role, right? And I feel like that was the one flaw, is that it requires a fairly coordinated set of people who hold each other accountable. It's why it's funny, because one of the big things on Twitch a while back, or maybe even still now, was Grand Theft Auto 5 roleplay, which is also the source of like the Moon with his, you know, divorcing his like wife thing. And I thought that was a genius concept, because the one place where you have accountability in some form, to some degree, obviously this is not entirely true based on things that you can see that I won't get into, is when you're streaming. Because when you're streaming, you can be ostracized. And when you're ostracized by your name and by your identity, most people don't want to start over their identity and pretend to be someone else, because it's hard to divorce who you are from what you do. It's just the nature of the things that we do. It's the same reason why people get so absorbed into their work that when they lose their job, they lose their purpose in life. And so it forced a lot of people to try to play as nice as they could, because they didn't want to be taken out of the roleplay elements. Like, they didn't want to be just thrown to the streets and then told, hey, fuck off, you know? A very fascinating ecosystem there that I thought was very interesting to see play out and to see people get really into. As compared to sort of like your pub experience going into stuff like a jailbreak server, or even like a public RP server of any kind, right? Because usually public RP servers end up like this. Where's the video? Give me a second. This is a good video. Trust me on this. But also not safe for work. let's mute the game. Mute the game here. And let's open this up. It's the stupid age gate on Firefox. Doesn't work, and I don't know why. It's as if they've intentionally throttled Firefox, YouTube to be shit. And I don't know why, but it pisses me off. This is a classic video that I can't show you because I had to watch it on a different thing on a different account.
Cause you're gonna suck this cock. You're gonna suck this cock good.
Wait, I really want to show you this though. This is a classic. This is a classic. This is what RP was like video. You're gonna suck this cock. You're gonna suck this cock real good. You're gonna suck this cock. Give me a second. Give me a second. You're gonna suck this cock. You're gonna suck this cock real good. You're gonna suck. Is it Indian? No. I actually don't know what the accent is. It sounds more Russian to me than Indian. Has like a certain flair to it that like really reminds me of... Perfect. I can show you this now. Perfect. Because you're gonna suck this cock. This is a classic video from ye olden days of YouTube. Back when Gary's Mod was the hottest shit, and you would see all kinds of things on there, especially when you had all these public RP servers. This is the Gary's Mod. You're gonna suck this cock real good. Some moment from 13 years ago. I saw this as a child.
Cause you're gonna suck this cock. You're gonna suck this cock good. You're gonna suck this cock clean right now. Yes. 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 Stop looking! Suck my cock!
And this is the Metro Police, so they can ban you by hitting you with the stick. Stop looking!
Stop looking! Suck my cock!
I love how he cuts out in the middle. That's always... What a classic. What a banger. The way that he cuts out in the middle. You're gonna suck this cock real good! Anyways, yeah, so that's what like those games eventually devolve into when there's no anything really holding you from being accountable in some way, right? Like that's a problem with those games. What's crazy again is that the GTA RP side, at least during that streaming moment, somehow was able to negate a lot of those problems just by having that sense of accountability for a person and being able to ostracize someone. It was a very fascinating ecosystem that I saw that I wish could be replicated in some way to online games. But in saying that, I recognize it'd be completely awful for most people in some way. So it was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. When nowhere near the dragon, nor the embassy, nor the wall, and the time is up for this game. This game is actually a really good idle game. I might even just keep this on later because I'm actually very excited to see what the wall is, and then I'll update you on what the wall is when I get to that point, right? Because I can't wait to see what is out there in the world waiting for us, because I can't even begin to imagine what this means when I summon things with sorcery in order to deal damage to something. And I also really liked how this game is constructed. It's a very sort of like simplistic take on the genre, which isn't bad. Being simple isn't bad. But the key is that it's not just a boring snooze fest. There's a lot of decisions that you can make that determine how your play style is going to be like. Because I'm going with a more late game build, I suffer the consequences of such a choice in that I don't have a good early game and it takes me a while to get to something meaningful. But when I get there, I can't wait to see it blossom, because then you can build towards it like a dragon. Or you might even be really into cloudlings. You might like the look of sperm floating around the egg. I don't know, you do you, right? I don't care much for sperm floating around the egg. I like the sperm to enter, but not to persist. The sperm must die at some point. And the fact that there's really cool animations to it, and different sort of things that things do that require you to think a little bit about how they interact with each other, I think that's a cool system to keep it feeling to keep it from feeling stale while also giving you more gameplay than just waiting for something to like happen. Like you can spend this time to think about how you want to plan your next couple moves, right? In a way, it feels like a future. It feels like an idle game that's oriented towards looking towards the future, versus necessarily, thinking about what you're going to do in the moment, which a lot of them can sort of feel like. If that makes sense, I'm not really sure how to explain it well. Yeah, because that server was kind of exclusive. You couldn't just play on the NoPixel server. You think there was some admission process. Exactly, there was. That admission process helped a lot. Again, society only works if there's the threat of ostracization. That's why I ban people often. I ban heavily. The moment that somebody comes in and is just, and they don't fit the vibe, I'm sorry, but you're getting banned. That's the only way that we're gonna keep this server good. That we're gonna keep this channel good. Is if I ban everybody at a moment's notice. I do. To be fair though, it also takes a lot for me to ban someone. Like it takes a lot for me to like ban you. Like people can say the craziest shit and I'll treat it as a warning. It's only when you get really bad that I'm like, sorry, I have to ban you just for the sake of it. Or if you're under 18, then I just ban you. Thankfully, everyone here is an adult, in spite of what you may believe. That's why you only have 4 viewers, banning 10 people per stream. No, the reason why I have 4 viewers is because I'm a loser.